In this video, you will learn how to solve equations involving the distributive property. In this example, we need to solve for the variable x. Our first step is to distribute negative 3.6 among every term inside the brackets. So negative 3.6 times x is negative 3.6x. Negative 3.6 times negative 6.2 is positive 22.32, which equals 28.8. So we need to get the x term all alone. So we need to get rid of the constant term. The opposite of adding 22.32 is to subtract 22.32, and we need to do that to both sides of the equal sign. This makes 0, and we're left with negative 3.6x, which equals 28.8. Subtract 22.32 is 6.48. Right now we are multiplying x by negative 3.6, so the opposite is to divide both sides by negative 3.6. This makes 1. 1 times x is just x. And 6.48 divided by negative 3.6 is negative 1.8. So the value of x is negative 1.8. In this example, we have to use the distributive property on both sides of the equal sign. So we need to distribute 3/2 among every term inside the first brackets. To do this, we'll write this term as a fraction over 1. Remember, to multiply fractions, you need to multiply the numerator by the numerator and denominator by the denominator. So 3 times 5m is 15m over 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3 over 2 times 3 is 6, which equals. Now we need to distribute the negative 3/4 among every term inside this brackets. So negative 3/4 times m is negative 3/4 m. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3 over 4 times 3 is 12. Since every term is a fraction, we will use the common denominator strategy. The lowest common denominator between 2, 6, 4, and 12 is 12. So I need to multiply the numerator and denominator of the first fraction by 6, the second by 2. Here we need to multiply the numerator and denominator by 3, and the last term can stay as it is. 15m times 6 gives us 90m over 12. Subtract 3 times 2 is 6 over 12 equals negative 3 times 3 is negative 9 over 12m. Subtract 3 over 12. Since in our equation we have all terms with a common denominator of 12, we can get rid of the denominators and just work with the numerators. So I'm going to bring this equation up here so I have enough room. So I'm just going to work with the numerators. So I have 90m subtract 6 equals negative 9m subtract 3. Remember, when you have variables on both sides of the equal sign, you want to remove any variables that are on the right. So we need to get rid of negative 9m. The opposite of negative 9m is positive 9m. So we must add 9m to both sides of the equal sign, remembering that you can only combine like terms. So you can only combine m terms with other m terms. 90m plus 9m is 99m. Subtract 6 equals, this makes 0, so we're just left with negative 3. Now we need to get the m term all alone. So we need to get rid of the constant term. The opposite of subtracting 6 is adding 6. And we must do that to both sides of the equal sign. This makes 0 and leaves us with 99m equals 3. Right now we are multiplying m by 99. So we need to divide both sides by 99. So we are left with m equals 3 over 99. We need to reduce our fraction. The numerator and denominator can be divided by 3 to leave us with 1 over 33. So m is 1 over 33. And that is how you solve equations involving the distributive property.